All right, well, back at it today. Going to do a little reloading with a 243 Winchester. Take a little break from the AR. What I have here is a new bullet to me, anyways. It's the Hornady 75 grain Vmax. So going to use the rifle that was that I used in the previous videos with the 90 grain Sierra Game Changers. It had a problem kind of stabilizing that thing. Pretty sure it'll handle this, but which is nice about the 243 Winchester. It can handle a really wide range of bullets, all the way down to 55 grains up to over 100. So, and you can find factory ammunition, a wide range, even off the shelf if you don't reload. 75, my experience, 70, 80 grains is like the sweet spot for 243. So I'm expecting these guys to do pretty well. It's a classic chamber. So we're going to run some classic powder on this first set too. Some IMR4064. And we'll run this from about 36 grains up to about 38.9 grains. And that'll put us in the 3100 to 3300 range. So we'll see if there's a sweet spot of that curve in there somewhere. This will be Starline brass. Everything's loaded up, ready to go. Shoulders bumped, and I'm going to charge these guys, and then we'll head to the range. So stay tuned. All right, so back in the shop with the markup here. First, let's review the groups here. So 36 grains, we had a 1.1 inch group. 3124, extreme spread of 3. Sunny day, I don't know how reliable that number is. Second group here was a 0.82. This was the 36.75. Our average was 3179. Extreme spread of 7. Again, that's pretty low. It's pretty good if it's believable. Next charge weight, 37.5. The group size was a 1.3 inch. The average was 3306. So quite a big jump from here, from the second load to this one. Extreme spread of 19, still pretty good numbers. The next charge weight was 3825. We had a 0.473 inch group. Average velocity 3325. Extreme spread of 47. I will say this is a pulled shot. If I had this one to shoot over again, I bet you I could have put that. I bet that would have come up in here and shrunk that group size down. But anyways, pulled shots happen, I guess. So the next and final card here, 38.9 grains, 1.29 inch group. The average velocity was 3351, extreme spread of 11. So all in all, I mean, the best group came out of this 38.25. Extreme spread was the worst here, though. But it kind of looks like our groups kind of shrank down and then started to open up again. Again, that's a pulled shot. I think this one would have been better. All in all, I think it's pretty good performance for a first look through the gun. One other thing I noticed was, and I mentioned, this went from 3179 to 3306. So it's almost like we were kind of jumping out of a node and into another one, right? It's pretty stable here. These last three cards here were basically a grain and a half's powder difference. It was only 50 feet per second. It was kind of covered by these three guys. 50 feet per second on these two cards too. So there's definitely a step change that happened here. But so far, I mean, IMR4064, tried and true, pretty good stuff. So we might have to revisit this one again. I would love to try this one out again. But I think we're going to move on to something else, another powder from this. But this is basically, I think I'm doing this. What's the purpose? I guess I'll review that really quick. The purpose for this is kind of a summer coyote round, right? I use the AR-15. We know we're having problems with that thing. But that is geared for kind of dual purpose, foxes and coyotes. This thing, I just want to be basically a coyote masher this summer. So 75 grains at these velocities, they should not take a step. So should be fun. I'm looking forward to doing some more workup with other powders with this thing. So stay tuned, it'll be good.